So I was asked about 5 times over the last 2 days what to do when a child hits. And I'm going to answer this so I have something to send to everybody because I get asked this question a lot. Think about the behavior that you engage in on a daily basis. Usually it falls under two categories. You're either trying to get something or trying to get away from something. So when I think about my past behavior and everything that I just did in the past minute, I can categorize that typically into one of those two categories. For example, I just took a sip of my water because I was thirsty and I wanted a drink. I just swept the floor of my classroom because there was paper on it and I wanted it to be clean. When I went to the bathroom, I washed my hands after and I dried them with a paper towel because I didn't want them to be wet. I wanted them to be dry. So everything we do all day long typically falls into one of those two categories. We either want something or we want to get away from something. And that's no different from when our kids are hitting. Typically, when our kids are hitting, there's a reason behind it because they either want something or they want to get away from something. Maybe there's something that they don't want to do. So the first thing that we would want to do is look at, why is my child hitting? And the way to figure that out is by looking at what happens right before they hit. That's your trigger. That's going to tell me what just happened in the environment that caused my child to engage in the behavior of hitting. And then the consequence, which is, why does my child keep hitting? What happens after they hit? How does everybody respond? Does the environment change at all when my child hits? And that's going to tell us why the behavior keeps happening or doesn't keep happening. Once we figure out what the antecedent is, what that trigger is, and what the typical consequence is, then we can start coming up with a replacement behavior for hitting. We're going to give our kids something else to do that's better than hitting, that's easier, more efficient, and will meet their needs instead of hitting.